Alright, hello everybody. Sorry about all the shuffling of the different screens there. Just trying to get everything switched over very last second to the Scorpion branded stuff instead of the Nemesis stuff. Just forgot to change out some tiles there. But we're all good. Raid incoming. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, Magus was streaming earlier. Awesome. Well, I welcome everybody with open arms. Hope everybody's doing well. Had a busy week myself. Not bad, just busy, you know. Getting ready to have some fun with some of my raid Deadbug, some of my favorite people, playing some of my favorite game. And there's Magus's big pink swollen hand. Oh my goodness, we got a subscriber. Let's see, Guillerme. Did I, Guillerme? Trying to pronounce that correctly. Sorry if I butchered that. I probably did. Well, welcome anyway. Okay, so today, you know what? I figure we're just going to go ahead and go through Scorpion's story with a live stream. It's been a little bit too much work trying to edit the videos together for weekly releases. So I think if we just handle it all live stream and then I can focus on the build stuff and the guides and everything. And we know why that hand... Oh, I think we all know, Wind. If we know Magus, we know why his hand is swollen and pink. Gave himself an STD. Don't tell anybody. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to be going through the Companion's questline. This is the next chapter of Hanzo's story. Yeah, so before Scorpion became Scorpion, he was a Mr. Hanzo Hazashi, a very promising and talented warrior, slash assassin, depending on which branch of the lore you want to follow. So following that, I think Hanzo is going to go through, he's going to find himself in the Companions, he's going to make a big name for himself in that branch of the Skyrim factions. There's the lotion. Those transmitted CTDs every time, indeed. God, I hope CTDs aren't contagious. Something I just wondered, do you have anything planned for Hanzo's teleporting? Yes, I do. In fact, next time... Okay, well... Yeah, alright. I'm not going to spoil anything. We have Shadow Dance, which is the shadow spell from Triumvirate. You cast it for a certain amount of time. Every time you jump, you kind of like zip around the battlefield. In Mortal Kombat 11, he does have a jump teleport. So that will handle that. And I also, off stream, I found a little gem called Phoenix Strike. So this will be like the grounded teleport. And once we level this up a little more, we'll be able to pop enemies up in the air, which in Mortal Kombat 11, if you do a meter burn on his teleport strike, he will pop the enemy up in the air and you can juggle him with a combo. So that's what we'll be working on too. It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. What Daggerfall mod is this? I'm not following you, Henson. Welcome, by the way. I haven't seen your name in a while. Hope you're doing well. I'm not sure what Daggerfall mod you're talking about. I've never played Daggerfall, so I'm not I'm not really too sure. Whiterun mod, maybe? I don't remember off the top of my head. I just followed the Nulvis guide. There was some stuff that I left out for FPS purposes and also just for gameplay purposes. I wanted a more vanilla experience so that I could share that experience with people who can't mod or console people or whatever. So there were some like combat and gameplay overhaul stuff that I skipped in that guide too. One thing we could do is like check out the tree here and see what that... Perfect or Whiterun. I imagine that there's probably maybe 2 or 3 different mods going on here. for Whiterun overhaul, but Perfect or Whiterun is one of them. All right, so we have gotten word from the Companions leadership that Skjor, one of the higher level leaders of the guild, wanted to see us. So we're gonna look for Skjor, see what the heck he wanted from us. Perfecter? Well, yeah, I guess the grammar of that mod is not any perfecter than any of the other ones, but hey, Lil Vixie, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well, staying cool. Just a couple of minor side cities away from where I am in the world. On the grand scheme of things, we're right next door. Hi. Actually, it's supposed to be pretty nice this weekend. I think 90s, low humidity, and then cool in the mornings in the summer, or in the evenings. So should be quite pleasant, actually, if you can stay out of the sun. There's Skjor. He was hiding. He was doing his little meditation routine. He's all like, Om. Om.
I did.
In a cosmic sense, we're all next door. Yes, indeed. I was trying to channel my inner Septimus there. Couldn't remember the exact quote. On a cosmological scale, it's all nearby.
He seemed a fool to me.
Can you stay out of the sun here? Yeah, that's fair.
That we seek it out.
You can have blackout curtains and all that, and it's still going to get through. Okay, I would be honored to retrieve
There's
it.
a fine line between respect and bootlicking.
Nah, Hanzo's all about honor.
But I like your spirit. We've decided this will be your trial. Do well, and you'll be counted among the companions. Farkas will be your shield sibling on this venture, well. He'll answer any questions you have. Try not to disappoint, or to get him killed.
Okay, we're about to encounter the Silver Hand, which have been the bane of my existence for that whole multi-year. Oh, thank you, Smal Circa, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, man. Raid indeed, huh? Always gotta love a Magus raid. All right, so we gotta look for Farkas now. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on chat and the gameplay at the same time. Well, welcome. Thank you for the subscriptions. That helps a lot. I'm getting very close to that 1,000 subscriber mark where things start opening up for the channel. So I do appreciate every subscription that I can get. You're going to be my shield brother, huh?
So I'm told. Let's see if you impress.
Impress? Oh, I'll impress you. With my big swollen pink hand. Impressed? Okay. So why did Skjor call this my trial?
I watch you.
Wow, there it is.
If you are honorable and strong.
He's just shoving it right in everybody's face. Like, guess what I was doing with this hand? We're all like, dude.
Don't delay, shield brother.
All right, so let's head to Dustman's Cairn, and we're gonna fight some Draugr. We're gonna fight some Silverhand, which I'm scared about. So I've disabled Shadow of Skyrim. I feel like that mod works better when you're focused on the alternate death as a core key to your gameplay for that playthrough. I find that it just gets disruptive and distracting when you're trying to build a character concept, because when you die you will be debuffed, and then the big thing is they'll start taking parts of your equipment away, and for a lot of characters, like, equipment is really important to that character concept. So I've got that disabled for now. Okay, on the way out, let's check for a Khajiit caravan. I am running most of the AE content, so things like Curious Curiosities, or whatever that thing is called, where they add a bunch of different alchemical ingredients and other things. You can only get them either in leveled lists. Excuse me, got a little bit of a frog in my throat. or at Khajiit caravan vendors. And I think for the alchemical ingredients, which are very powerful, you can only get them
I have traveled far
at the caravan vendors.
Take a look.
And you can't even get these in the level lists. So, yeah, like Bungler's Bane. This you can only find. The Chokeberry, the Chokeweed, Cork Bulb, Marshmallow, and Steel Blue Antiloma. This stuff, yeah, the Moon Sugar I don't need. These are powerful because they add a multiplier to their effects. So potions mixed with those ingredients will be much stronger than the ones mixed with the vanilla ingredients. Grogu. Yes, Grogu always has a frog in his throat. What did you all think of the last Mandalorian season, by the way? I still really liked it. Overall, I thought it was a great season, but there were like 2 or 3 episodes that kind of just introduced ideas that just weren't great. And now that Pedro is leaving, and I think it seems like the producers are taking over, I'm hoping that for season 4 and beyond, we're not going to get like a Witcher issue. It was a fun storyline all in all. Take it from the left-handed Jedi there. You've not seen any of it? Yeah, I feel like there is an assassin coming after me here. Yeah, there is. I heard the hissing. Okay, took her out, no problem. So, there's a lot of effects going on here. Okay, so here's part of the teleport. This is Shadow Dance. In Mortal Kombat 11, Scorpion is able to cancel his teleport so that he doesn't end up right behind you and at disadvantage if you block it. He's able to cancel it at the at either end of his teleport. So that kind of takes care of this. This allows us to be very mobile in combat, just like our source material. You'll see me use that a lot more in open areas. I didn't feel like I needed it for the assassin because the assassin was just like coming right at me anyway, and I never really felt in danger. So Scorpion in the game also has access to his Hellfire abilities. So he is a Spectre that came like made his way back up from hell, basically, or the Nether Realm. And one of the things that he gained while he was down there was control of the Hellfire. So he has this really, really hot fire magic that he has access to. So this isn't really a flame cloak. This is something called Blazing Soul. And this comes from the Arcanum spell pack. Arcanum's a great spell pack. It's buggy. It has a couple of CTDs in some very specific areas. But other than that, it has these very interesting spells with these long descriptions. And they end up being very nuanced to the point where you could build an entire character based on just one of these spells. And I will be doing that soon. So keep an eye on that. But for this one, it lasts for 100 seconds, and I think that scales with whatever kind of perks and things that you have going on. But whenever you cast a fire spell, you gain a stacking 4% movement speed, attack damage, and destruction spells are 4% stronger for 6 seconds after you cast the spell. So that really encourages you to cast a few destruction spells while under the effect of that sort of cloak thing. And then our sword/whip attacks will be a lot stronger for it. So that's kind of why I went out of my way to get some distance and hit that assassin with a couple of fire blasts before I really engaged in melee combat with her. Speaking of Reptile, we got a cool ninja fight already for Mortal Kombat 1. Oh, cool ninja fight with in the series, you mean? That was a Khajiit. not quite a Argonian, but isn't there a flame spell that augments unenchanted weapons? Yes, and I have that as well. That comes from Odin, at least the one that I have anyway. I'm not sure about Arcanum, maybe. But the one that I have is Blazing Strikes. And this one is actually really cool. I'm going to see if I can show this off against some of the Draugr in here. So what this does is it actually imbues power attacks for a certain amount of time. For 60 seconds, power attacks inflict a burst of fire, does 55 damage, targets on fire take extra damage, but it also like has a physics attack to it. So it'll actually cause them to get knocked up into the air or blasted to the ground or whatever. It's actually a really cool effect. I think we explored it with the last Scorpion stream a couple weeks ago, but I've decided to make it like part of my core tool set with this one. Oh yeah, it was a Khajiit. And I don't think there are any cat people in Mortal Kombat. There should be, but not that I remember. It knocks them up. Of course, Wynn's ears got perked up when she heard somebody got knocked up. She's like, "Oh, really?
Like
Tell me more."
And recently.
And then Magus's hand gets all pink and swollen. Don't want to contribute to that, but you know, got to do what you got to do on a live stream, right? I can always trust that someone will say what I'm thinking. Indeed. That's what makes this community so great, right? We're all 12 years old in the best way possible. Yeah, you're right. Mortal Kombat should have their own battle beast. Yeah, they have the Tarkatans, which are close. They have, like, the half-dragons. So Goro, Kintaro,
around the burial stones.
And what's her name? Shiva?
Back to your Vasker on my back.
Okay, let's show off some of this
Over here.
insanity here. Oh, that actually didn't work. Maybe it's only when they die. Yeah. I lied. Oh, out of stamina. Need to take care of that now. Who need maturity? Indeed. No, I totally lied. I don't know why I remember this having a knockback effect. Wow, we're already hurting a little bit here. Where are y'all at?
Nicely done.
So the whip works better against undead. We get an extra damage multiplier to power attacks. So actually it might be not be a damage multiplier, it might be an armor reduction multiplier. So I took the perk, and I don't really want to get into the skill menu right now because it'll force me to level up. But in Ordinator, if you follow down the mace path, the mace subtree, and the one-handed skill, which is what whips are with animated armory, they've used mace for the whips. It says that power attacks will reduce armor by like 3 times the amount of damage you're doing with the power attack. But if you are attacking undead, it's 4 times. So it debuffs their armor by 4 times the amount of the damage you're inflicting by them, or inflicting them with. Which not only helps you, but helps the damage output of the followers and everything else. So there you go. I usually try to use the whip against undead and the swords against human enemies. But the whip also does have quite a bit more range to it. I'm still trying to find the exact like tip of the range that I can still hit the enemy with. you saw me miss a power attack or two there. I'm just, yeah, just trying to find the range more than anything. Because if I can outrange an enemy and still get a power attack, I want to do that as much as possible, obviously. I just picked up something that I don't want. Ancient Nord War Axe, there we go. Barkus, you coming with me here? Alright, I don't like that. But if things get a little too hot and heavy and too close for comfort, you might see me switch to the sword. It just works a little better. It's a little quicker with its attack rate. Especially with the power attacks, and the power attacks can cause enemies to stumble. So that's what I'm looking for with that. Yeah, so a standing power attack with a whip, he's got to like wind it up. Sideways power attacks, they feel a little quicker. I kind of have my doubts as to if they're any quicker at all. They're probably exactly the same speed as the standing one. But with a sword, it's very quick. So you'll see me use a whip more if I have like someone to be a meat shield, aka Farkas. That axe is too heavy. Time for Farkas to get pretty. Could go do an Ivy build with that whip. Yeah, I actually considered it. So Ivy is from Soul Calibur, and actually Soul Calibur has like a lot of really cool sort of like fantasy type characters with fantasy type weapons, swords, bow staves, or bow staves, I guess, bow staffs, spears, whips, short swords, long swords.
Which one is that?
War hammers, war axes, or battle axes, all that.
Dies.
Killing you will make for an excellent story.
None of you will be alive to tell it.
I love the Soul Calibur series, but there's like too many great fighting games for me to play right now. Get out of his way, you goons. Here we go, ring around the rosy. Is he playing freeze tag? Here we go. May have been playing tag, but now he's gonna be playing fetch. Don't try to boop that snoot. Time to get pretty, yep. That's a copyright. That's a Strudel copyright, by the way. Hope she doesn't claim me. Time to get pretty. Usually refers to Vampire Lord form, but I feel like it's equally applicable to werewolves. Duck, duck, goose, indeed. I remember this place. Oh, did you just do this or something, Magus?
It's a blessing given to some of us. We can be like wild beasts, fearsome.
Farkas has to hit his mark before he can change. Yes, indeed.
Oh no. Only
That's why I was imploring the Silver Hand to get out of his way.
Prove your honor to be a companion.
He died many times in this place. Oh no.
Keep moving. Still
I feel like I probably will too, so if you guys are sick of this already, I apologize. Alchemical ingredients and stuff to sell, mostly just the helms. The helms have a good weight to value ratio. Okay, that was the switch that he flipped to open me back up. Okay. Okay, it's the crossbowmen that really get us. Farkas, please. Farkas, please. Look at this guy's goofy sense of style there with the... Farkas, what are you doing? Well, they said he wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed, but I didn't know it was this bad. I'll take some of that beef. Who doesn't love a steak, right? Hey, Gray Sky. Welcome, welcome. Did you get off today? Is that why you're not lurking? Maybe now would be a good chance to use Phoenix Strike. I did do a quick save there. Whoa! Okay, yeah, see. Farkas, how can you not see her? All right, let's do this. I think I have some light armor potions. We're gonna fortify our health. What else we got? Fortify one-handed. That should help a little bit. Yeah, Farkas I think is bugged. So that's how that works.
Nicely
Phoenix
done.
Strike is one of my favorite spells from Forgotten Magic. Let me see, does that actually... Whoops. Maybe I don't need a perk to actually combo from this. Charges at the enemy target, knocking them down. 30 seconds cooldown. Nice. So that's going to be helpful against ranged enemies, I believe, just as it is in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, you use that in Mortal Kombat if people keep firing projectiles at you. You can teleport behind them. It ends up being unsafe if they block it, meaning that they can hit you before you have control of your character again. So that's how it's balanced out, so you can't just do it all the time. We got another dude in here? No. But if it does hit, you can get a combo off of it. So Phoenix Strike is kind of a one-to-one with Scorpion's teleport.
What was that? That'll teach him.
Getting my Simon Belmont going, huh? I think it was Haggis Hunter who called out that it seemed like very Castlevania-esque with the whips. And I agree. I would love to do some like a Castlevania series
What was
of
that? Time to end this little game.
character concepts. You gonna actually fight this time, Farkas? Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go take care of that crossbow guy. I hope. I think. Ouch. Okay. Maybe not. Oh, I still have to kill this other guy. I never saved after the first one. I was trying to hit the Phoenix Strike power there. I should have just hit him. So this is also something that I've taken from fighting games as well, is that you sometimes have to suck for a while
You wanna go?
and force yourself to use the things you're not good at in order to get better at them.
I'm on fire!
So whenever I get a new toy like Phoenix Strike or something, you're gonna see me sort of fumble with it a little bit. Barbarian helmet, that's still a little heavy for its value though. I think I missed some of those septums last time too. So I'll get better at it as it goes. Don't unsubscribe just because you see me suck at Phoenix Strike.
What was that? Nicely done.
Okay, let's do a quick save here now. Phoenix Strike is ready to go. Shadow Dance didn't trigger there. Oh, missed. It's a little wonky in third person. I'll get used to it. All right, Farkas, you still goofing around with this guy? You want to finish him off? No? Guess not. You're about to start lurking? Okay. Well, happy lurk. Please don't be watching the stream instead of the road. Crossbows hit like a truck. Yeah, there's it ignores half of the armor or whatever, or is that maybe just the enhanced ones? But yeah, especially the Silverhand crossbows. In fact, that's what turned me off of Skyrim Redone, was it kind of redistributes crossbows to everybody. And just getting like completely washed by those crossbows early, mid-game was just, it wasn't fun. might revisit Skyrim at some point. Was that part of Percus Maximus too, or was that only Skyrim? Have you seen the AI chat for Skyrim? Yeah, I have. Not really my kind of thing. People who prefer like Obsidian games and other games where there's like a lot of like deep dialogue, I think that would be incredible for those people. But I'm more about like the gameplay systems and stuff, you know? Oh, they're shooting blanks up here now, huh? Shooting blanks. That's what all these ancient Nordic scalpels and embalming tools are for, is for ancient Nordic vasectomies, I guess. Skyrim is the progenitor. Yeah, welcome, Hester, by the way. Yeah, Skyrim came first. It was meant to be more of a total overhaul, but people, I think, liked the perk overhaul, but didn't like the rest of the changes, so they decided just to throw perma out there. A little more compatible with other mods. Can I just find a sweet spot in here somewhere? This is ridiculous. Where is it? I mean, seriously. It's not like I'm on level 0 lockpicking or anything. Level 40. It just doesn't exist. Oh, here we go. As soon as I find the sweet spot, it's like, okay, okay, you can have this. It's a little heavy. You can use most of the Skyrim editions with Percus too, though. Oh, yeah. Skyrim is the progenitor. Well, they're separate mods. Oh, I thought Skyrim, the original Skyrim, included perma. They must have broken it up at some point, because I remember Skyrim being like the overhaul for a very long time. For like everything. Maybe not. Maybe it was always separate. I adore those chests. You lose 10 or more lockpicks for next to no loot. Yeah, that one was actually pretty good. We got some decent enchanted gear there. But yeah, it's those ones where it's like you get 4 coins and maybe like an empty lesser soul gem. Yeah, those are my favorite. Chanting supplies. I should have the bone meal to be able to set this up. Oh, great. All I get is the amulet of sneaking, of course. All right, what can I drop? 94. Oops. Guess the ebony trident as the heaviest thing is the one that needs to go. Ooh, excuse me. The perk has changed the perks, as far as I know. When I played with Skyrim, everything was different, so maybe updated perks, but it felt way different. Yeah, Skyrim, oh, as far as just the perks? Well, Skyrim changes a lot of things. It overhauls like the entire game, not just the perks, right? Perma is just the perks. Percus Maximus.
Someone there.
Can't tie today? Yeah. Yeah, it was Skyrim that turned me off of the whole crossbow distribution thing. Oh my god, the guy looks serious.
You wanna go?
She injured me with... I even blocked that. Okay. There were a few comments on the earlier Scorpion videos, like, what difficulty level are you playing on? Because it looked way easier, but this is definitely legendary difficulty. It just happens that an unarmed build in classic classes and burst signs reimagined is kind of strong at the very beginning. Well, very strong at the very beginning. Yeah, so just one power attack takes, well, that was just a regular Draugr, but this guy's a little tougher. It looks like he's got some armor on. Restless Draugr, one power attack. Yeah, it's pretty strong. And then when you add in perks and enchanting and stuff, it gets even stronger. Wow, thought I was within range. Yep, just trying to find my range on that power attack there.
Nicely done.
Farkas looks like a candle. He does. Farkas also has Winter Mist as well as the perks optional. Oh, interesting. Winter Mist. Winter Mist is the enchantment overhaul? That's cool. That's the old school one. That was Winter Mist before or after Summer Mist? I think Winter Mist is the newer one, right? What Summer Mist was. Winter Mist, then Summer Mist. Summer is newer. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Which wasn't bad, actually. Summer Mist is greatly expanded, right? I feel like there's a lot more enchantments. Holding down power attack should give you a continuous attack with that whip to make up for the slowness. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, actually. Kind of like a flail situation where it's like these are momentum-based weapons that as long as you can keep it moving, it can be very powerful, but it needs some time to start up. That's something that like For Honor did really well. Different weapons feeling different, and things like the flail needing a good warm-up time to keep it moving. Ouch. Okay. Don't see anybody, but I still got hit with that. Okay, stamina's becoming an issue here. Let's go ahead and fortify that stamina. Vegetable soup. Plentiful stamina, yes please. And I feel like I might have a paralysis poison or two that I can use. A lot of poisons, actually. Okay, I hear somebody loading up that crossbow over there.
Give up while you still can.
You can't win this. Watch there, brother.
How did this guy flank us?
That'll teach him.
Was he just chilling? Did I just pass him up, or did he actually flank us from the dark? If he did, that's kind of awesome. Pretty good tactics, I would say. So I think one of the tactics I need to get better at is dodging the projectile and then using Phoenix Strike to close the distance. Whew, it's getting warm in here. Better save. Don't remember there being like a chest or anything up here, but nah. Anything behind a pillar? Nah. Do you have step through shadow spell? That would help to close the distance. Yes. Well, actually, I don't think I do. I have pull through shadows for the get over here move. I have Phoenix Strike for the teleport. Step through shadows would be good too. The reason I prefer Phoenix Strike over Step Through Shadows is because it's fire-based, first of all. It's also instant. It's an instant cast. It's a power activation. It's not like you don't have to charge it up like a spell and then release it. And it doesn't take up a slot in your hand, so you can keep an empty left hand in case you need to block like immediately, or I can dual wield the katana and a whip, and then do like a dual flurry attack on them, which would be pretty cool. So Phoenix Strike does have advantages over Pull Through Shadows. There's also unlockable perks for Phoenix Strike specifically to make that spell stronger, where Step Through Shadows is just Step Through Shadows forever and ever. Okay, this is a very tough crossbow enemy coming up here. Huh? Got to be ready for this. I could have used Phoenix Strike right there. Ouch. Farkas, you got this, bud? Yeah, there we go. It's also way more dramatic than Step Through Shadows. Tough crossbow enemy, like Sub-Zero chance of survival. There you go. I love it. Fortunately, this one was able to taste my Sonya blade before he filled me with too many holes there. I cannot believe I had such an easy time with that.
What was that?
Oh my god, Farkas, get out of the way.
Victory is yours.
Nicely done.
That's ridiculous. I would like to get true directional movement with the lock-on moving, just for or moving, going and working. Ouch. Okay, that took 2/3 of my life with one crossbow bolt there. Just because friendly NPCs sometimes tend to take priority in melee targeting over enemies.
Mercy on you. Take me.
Ouch. Oh, did I die by stepping in my own fire puddle? I thought I had more health than that. All right. Don't forget to smash the like button or click on it. Yeah, if you're not feeling that dominant or aggro, you can just click. That would help. Yeah, I think I have you all conditioned for permadeath. Oh, and I have to redo all this again too?
Oh, no, you don't. Try and make this quick.
Whew.
Time to finish this.
Okay, why do you all hate me? Go after Farkas, he's the dumb one.
I'm on fire! You won't get away.
There we go. I could have leveled up back there too. That would have helped a lot. Hindsight is 20/20. If I smash it, I'll break my monitor, so click it is. That sounds like a good compromise, Strudel. Don't click it twice. You can click it 3 times, or you can click it once. As long as you click it an odd number of times, we should be okay.
Never should have come here.
You look different than last time.
That'll teach him.
Will it? Kinda hard to teach a dead person. Kinda hard to teach a dead dog new tricks. Or delicately stroke it. Ooh, I like that.
I'll show you a real fight.
Nobody shoot me. Okay. Unless you're a necromancer. Fair game. Fair point.
Come on, come on.
Hello, GG. Welcome, welcome. Whoop. GG Jolteon69. You're part of the PC Outcast Discord server, right? If I remember correctly. Maybe not. Could be getting my Discord handles mixed up. All right, we gotta get rid of some heavy stuff here. Ebony Warhammer. Looks like the Ebony War Axe is a little less valuable. Probably don't need the Knight's Broadsword either. Oh yeah, they are. Okay, cool. If you are the guy I'm thinking of, I feel like I caught 1 or 2 of your streams on Twitch. Don't remember if it was like a Neo stream, maybe? Or was some kind of Souls-like that wasn't Neo? Okay. Feel like we're gonna have like a wasp nest of Silverhand coming up here. I'm not happy about that. Yep, okay, here we go. There we go. Power up the attack damage with the destruction spells and then go wading in blade first. And yes, you are. Hey, there you go. This old man memory is still ticking. The gray hairs from my beard hasn't completely used with my brain yet.
I'll try and make this quick. Is someone there?
No?
Over here. I'm going to put you down.
Okay.
I'll show you what a real orc can do.
Yikes! Farkas, help me out here, huh? Oh, I lost my sword! No! I don't... My sword! I didn't realize that I had that destruction spell in both hands. Alright then.
Huh?
What was that? Come on!
Farkas, come on. That crossbow. Chug it. Okay. Crossbow is out of the picture.
Trade a Stendar while you...
Ouch. Okay.
I'll get you. I'll skin you alive.
Oh, almost clipped through the wall there. Get over here.
You're making me angry.
Easily.
Show you what a real...
Oh, I tried to dodge out of the way there. Just a split second too late.
I cannot best you.
Whew. All right. Nearly jumped through the wall there. There we go. You have a couple decades yet before the gray hair starts sapping brain cells too. Not saying how I know this. Okay. Your secret's safe with me, Strudel.
You can't win there.
Okay, she's dead. I hope. I think.
I'm on fire.
He made it sound like he was on fire in a good way, like NBA Jam on fire.
You won't get away from me.
Nicely done.
Okay, learning the tool set, getting better, getting better. That's what I'm going for. This is why I don't artificially pump up my level progression to get like a build concept out, because I want to learn how to use each one of these tools in real time. I want to take the time to learn it to where it's like it's just a free flowing like just this flowing procession between katana and whip and magic and teleport and all these different things. And that's really what's going to tie this Scorpion character concept together. I think it's one of these things that seems kind of silly on the surface, but then he's got like so many different tools that he can use in combat that it ends up being a very high skill ceiling, I think. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Just being able to show some of that off. We need Mike the Liar in NBA Jam. That would be sick. Speaking of all these 90s arcade games, NBA Jam was awesome. And it was made by the same folks, right? Oh no, it was produced by the same folks. It wasn't NetherRealm Studios, but it was Midway, I think. Produced both of them. They owned both the IP, so you could play like Raiden and Scorpion and Sub-Zero and stuff in NBA Jam with the big heads. It was awesome. Shout out to NBA Jam. That game was amazing. You really keep expecting the permadeath "you're gone now" screen. Yeah, you know what? Permadeath was almost less of a pain in the ass than Shadow of Skyrim, which I do have in my load order now. I just have it disabled for the time being, just because it is very disruptive. But if you're looking for like a deep, like sort of like roleplay, immersive gameplay experience, Shadow of Skyrim is great. It's probably the best death alternative mod that I've used, because it gives you... It adds a little bit of story to it. It gives you real, tangible rewards and punishments for dying and going back and avenging your own death. Oh, we got
Is someone there?
skeevers here. Took you long enough. Oh, one other thing that I have procured off stream is the Ring of the Warlock, or the Warlock's Ring. So you get this during the fishing quest of the free Creation Club AE content. This is about halfway through, maybe closer to the end of the quest line, when you go do the fishing contest with Brutus, or Brutius, in Morthal. Once you kill the vagrant mages, it prompts you to look for his ring in that lake over there. And this is a very awesome ring. This might be like one of my top like 5 Creation Club pieces of content. So while you block, it creates a ward that protects against spells for up to 25 points, which doesn't seem like much, but it does help against just, you know, random firebolts and things like that. And then your health regenerates 30% faster and you move 5% faster, which is great because in Mortal Kombat, you can block spells just like you block anything else. And this makes it so that you get a little bit of a ward, at least, kind of like a spell breaker effect, I would say. So you can actually block magic.
There you are.
Just like in Mortal Kombat. You do take a little damage from it, but you do in the game as well. Ouch. Okay, didn't see those guys coming. I should have.
That'll teach him.
How might do on encumbrance? Yeah, maybe not the best time to be gathering ingredients. Did I mean to take that? Was that a burned book? Ruined book. Sweet enchantment. Yeah, it is. It's great. It allows you to block spells without the funky timed block mechanic from Ordinator, which is also great. It's hard to use with like concentration spells or spells with splash damage. And you don't have to have that big clunky spellbreaker shield lugging around with you all the time. Cannot use this in combat.
Come on. Good enough.
Okay, we got some spiders coming up now. Spider. We got any They Might Be Giants fans in the chat? Spider. Someone step on Spider. Ridiculous. Ridiculous band with ridiculous songs. Okay, I know you got a little munchkin around here somewhere too.
Get surrounded.
I thought there were 2 spiders in here. That makes me uneasy. Maybe it was just the skeevers that I'm thinking of. Don't need the bones. Eyes on the prize. Scorpion would be a spear fisherman. Indeed, he would. What is the spell power that expands from him, Cairn? Okay, so there's a couple things going on. I have a few things hooked up to Okado's Recital. I think I have a flesh spell. Yeah, Ebony Flesh is one of them. Blazing Soul is the other one. This one comes from the Arcanum spell pack, which I highly recommend. It's a little bit buggy, and there are even like a couple CTDs in a couple of very specific places. But it does include spells that are so nuanced that you can build an entire character around them, right? This one is called Blazing Soul, and what it does is it is active. It looks like a cloak it looks like a flame cloak, but it doesn't actually damage people directly. What it does is it takes, like, every time you cast a destruction spell at somebody, you get a stacking increase to movement speed, attack damage, and destruction damage for every time you zap them with a destruction spell. And it only lasts for 6 seconds until you level it up, or level up your destruction skill anyway. But yeah, you'll see me, especially against tough enemies, you'll see me like try to back off and get some destruction spells connected. Not because I'm trying to do that much damage to it, but because I'm trying to charge up the stacks for attack damage to get in there with the blade. The other spell, the last spell that I'm running in Okado's Recital, is Shadow Dance, and this comes from the Triumvirate spell pack. This is a shadow spell. that makes it for a certain amount of time whenever you jump. You, not really a teleport, it's more of like a super fast movement in the direction that you're jumping. Really cool. Very nuanced. I love it. Should be using my whip for this. Oh man, did hardly any damage against that guy. Okay, let's... Farkas has that guy. Let's take the archer. That actually had some long range on it. There we go. Teamwork makes the dream work. Blazing saddles, indeed. Man, this is going to be a fun character to play once we get everything. It already is a fun character to play, like super fun. But once we get everything like leveled up and gelled correctly together and we have the end game gear, this is going to be a really fun character to play for just dungeon clears and maybe do a couple music videos. And at that point, I think we can turn on Shadow of Skyrim and really test him. But he feels pretty strong already, just a little squishy, like all characters on Legendary difficulty. Even if you're maxed out on your armor rating, those power attacks from two-handed guys are gonna hurt. Okay, we're about ready to start that big fight in this last chamber here, where the fragments of Luthrad are. So we're going to be mostly going with the whip and maybe some fire here. See if I can make use. We'll do a quick save here too, just in case. See if I can make use of Shadow Dance and Phoenix Strike to be zipping around the battlefield like nobody's business. Oh, there he is. Oh,
Come on, come on.
can't aim properly while I'm staggered. Oh, here we go. Death Lord. Kaboom. Out of the way, Farkas. Power attacks to reduce their armor rating. Him take care of that. Can't get off the ground for whatever reason.
I'll be back, and you'll be dead. Yeah.
Ow, okay. Dodged right into somebody flanking me. Oh, this is frenetic. Chaotic even. Oh, he dodged that one. Oh, missed. Shot that Phoenix Strike right in between them like they were freaking goalposts. Oh, we are out of stamina. Look at that. Fortify stamina. The mobility in this fight just made all the difference, I think. Which is good, because that's how it is in Mortal Kombat as well. Scorpion is all about his mobility. Where is my plentiful stamina? There it is. Whoops. Now he's coming at me. Oh, we lost Shadow Dance. That's not good.
I'll tear you to pieces.
Ugh, okay. Don't know where the hell you came from. You came from behind. That one's for you, left-handed Jedi. Ouch. Whew. It's getting nutty. Okay. 37. So that was 36. This will be 37. Take health. Another one for health. Okay, we'll look at the perks later. Oh, we got disarmed. Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna kill you.
We're actually more dangerous without any weapons, oddly enough. Okay. Man, I'm sweating a little bit. It might be because it's hot. Might be because that was intense. Maybe a little bit of both. Maybe a lot of bit of both. Drop kick an Arguni and say it is reptile. I did that in the second episode of the Let's Play series, actually. There was an assassin, a high-level assassin on the road between Iverstead and Riften. And I treated him just like Reptile. I even put in the sound clip of Reptile winning. Reptile wins. All right. Let's do this a little more systematically. Make sure I'm not losing any forgotten magic tomes or anything. Usually there's at least one or two in this big group of enemies, but I haven't seen a single one yet. Like none of the enchanted rings or anything either. Yeah, well. We got Phoenix Strike. That's like the rarest one. Like so many characters that I play, I try to get that Phoenix Strike. I'm like hoping and praying that I get it in just random loot as a random drop on an enemy. It's so rare to actually see it. I got so stoked when I stoked with the Hellfire. I got really excited when I saw that pop up. That was just like yesterday or the day before. I was like, what? I actually got it? Okay, we good to go?
We need to get back to your Vasker.
Your Vasker.
All
Sounded
right,
like he glitched out a little bit there. Your Vasker. Oops, did not want that. What did I just take? I don't know what I took. Some piece of clutter, maybe? No. Is it a weapon? I don't know. I'm just gonna find some like random tankard or something in my inventory at some point. That was pretty wild, right? Fire Breath for Scorpion, perfect. Yes, I will definitely be taking the Fire Breath Shout. That is actually a special move in Mortal Kombat 11. For certain variations of that character you can pick before you fight. It is a special move to take his hood off and blow fire as from his skull. Mongo only pawn in Game of Life. Oh, Mongo. Knocked that horse out. All them skeevy wonders indeed. Oh, I'm a little hungry after that, guys. Might have to take a little break here pretty soon.
Damn, those
Get the blood sugar back up.
They want to back the storm close.
Got this adrenaline dump going now. I love the triumphant music as I return to Jorvaskr victorious.
Come, follow me.
Did you already uppercut fools off the bridge at Valheim Towers? Oh, that's gonna be awesome too. Any kind of knockback effect will be amazing. Just a little foos off the top, or use the Phoenix Strike even would work pretty well.
Brothers and sisters of the circle, today
They just need a bed of
welcome
spikes
his
underneath
soul
it.
to our mortal foe. This man has endured, has challenged, and has shown his valor. Who will speak for him?
I stand witness to the courage of the soul before us.
Would you raise your shield in his defense?
I would stand at his back, that the world might never overtake us.
And would you raise your sword in his honor?
It stands ready to meet the blood of his foes.
And would you raise a mug in his name?
Man, I could imagine Hanzo being such like a sucker for honor. He's really just like
Then
reveling
the
in his glory
judgment
right
of
now.
This circle is complete. His heart beats with fury and courage.
This would probably
United
be
the
like
companions
the big
the
moment
days
of his
of
entire
distant
life. This is probably his
Let it
finest,
beat
best
with
moment.
ours, that the mountains may echo and our enemies may tremble at the call.
It
shall
shall
be
be.
so.
Be like buzzing right now. Pins and
Well,
needles
boy,
everywhere, just
you're one
feeling like a
of
badass.
I trust you won't disappoint.
What does it mean to be a companion?
It means living such that your shield siblings would proudly say they fought at your side. Glory in battle, honor in life. Deal with problems head on. Leave whispers and sneaking to the gutter rats who can't fight for themselves.
So I gotta ask about the werewolves.
I see you've been allowed to know some secrets before your appointed time. No matter. Yes, it's true. Not every companion, though. Only members of the Circle all share the blood of the beast. Some take to it more than others.
And what about you?
Well, I grow old.
Yeah, werewolfism,
towards the
lycanthropy
horizon,
is not going to
to
be
Sovngarde.
a big part
I worry
of
that
this
Shor
character
won't call
concept. I
it
feel like he's gonna
animal
take the blood
glories
just to
what a
fit
true
in, but
Nord
he's gonna get rid of it as soon as
Beasts
possible.
draws our souls closer to the Daedric
It would
Lord
fit
Ys.
in with this character really well because
Some
of the
prefer
unarmed
eternity
perk
as hunting
investment that we've already made.
But I crave the
This would be
fellowship
a
of
very powerful
Sovngarde.
werewolf, but
Yes.
Scorpion never
There's
became
no
a werewolf
easy
as far
battle.
as I remember.
You don't need to share the
And he's
words.
got like such a very
This day is to
broad
rejoice
tool
in
set
your
already
bravery, and
that I
speak
feel
to
like that would
your
just be too
if you
much.
want a better weapon than whatever that is.
What are you talking about? This is my chain whip, my whip chain, my rope dart, my spear. Let's see, is Aorlin still up there? No, he's not. Okay, well, time to eat, drink, and be merry before we fall into bed here. It's a whip, Codlac. Need some cataracts removed, maybe? Maybe. Or, you know, knowing their beast-like tendencies, Codlac maybe just sees the whip and wants to play tug-of-war with it. Alright, what are we doing here? Vilkas, you got any work for me?
Come to me with questions. I know our history almost as well as Vignar by now. Except I can remember it. We've received a desperate missive.
Desperate missive.
A citizen of the Rift has been kidnapped. The companions have been asked for assistance, and we shall answer. Particularly when the pay
Wonder who got
is
kidnapped.
as good as this.
In my experience,
Get moving.
it's
I shudder to think what
more
might
often
happen if you're too
Bellathor than
late.
someone else. Sinric. Okay. In Gloomreach? He's out of his way. That's odd, huh? I don't really like the escort quests either. I like the bandit clear quests the best. But you know, these ones aren't bad. At least if you don't kill them, they're not gonna die. And if you're willing to use fast travel, it becomes less of an escort and just kill everybody around this guy and then fast travel back, which is probably what I'm going to be doing with this. It's less of an immersive thing and just trying to move things along. Let's see, who can I take training from now? Oh, we got some perks to take here too. Let's go ahead and get some sleep. We'll have some ale to celebrate. Some beef and some cheese. Too bad we don't have some bread to make a cheese steak, right? Wow, we're hungry. Maybe already got filled up.
Let me join.
Hey, I'll just make sure I didn't get diseased at some point. Weariness. Yeah, all right. Sleep a nice long 10 hours. Okay, so what's next? I think we're gonna go save Sinric, even though that's kind of a low priority because he's not like a vendor or anything. But I also want to do, in my time of need, for a very specific reason, and that is because the Alikir wear a specific piece of armor that I need for my endgame Scorpion gear. So I would like to get that taken care of at some point soon here. Escort quest should be purely optional. Yeah, there you go. They're so ubiquitous. Oh, welcome, by the way, Caladran. It's good to see you. I see that you dropped a new Breeze episode. I haven't watched it yet. Just got up and started streaming, but I will shortly. You know I loves me some Breeze. Yeah, I mean, the escort mission is like such a ubiquitous thing in like all of video games too, right? It's like almost every big video game is going to have an escort mission at some point where you have to protect someone or you have to lead someone from one place to another. I call them babysitting quests, and they're usually my least favorite quests in the entire game. Take your time, thank you. There goes Aorland. Let's go ahead and sell off some loot while we're here. Oh, actually, I'm gonna head back to Ryek's End. I'm gonna drop off some alchemy ingredients, some crafting gear. We'll see what we can do about enchanting. The gear that I'm wearing is already enchanted, and I want to stick with this until we get past the Companions chapter of Hanzo's quest, of Hanzo's story, his journey. I just have PTSD from one specific escort quest in Lord of the Rings Online. What a pain. I never played that game, but I can imagine it's rough in an MMO. God, it's hard enough to deal with in an offline game. Let's get some relief on the encumbrance here. Get some relief for the cucumber. We'll also check our stock of potions too to see if there's anything else we need. I can mix a few up if needed. Not a whole lot of crafting materials there. When the NPC in question runs directly into the baddies, oh no. That's rough. Oh no. Okay, let's see what we got here. Sure, why not? See what kind of head pieces we have. Some head cannons. I don't know, does this count as a head piece? Maybe it does. This definitely does. Yeah, getting some enchanting. So I took enchanting as a core skill with classic classes and burst signs reimagined because I wanted to hook up Pull Through Shadows, the Shadow Mage spell that pulls enemies into you. I wanted to hook that up to Spell Scribe so that it activated whenever I did a power attack with my whip. Turns out it doesn't work. That spell is not targeted to people. It's targeted to the ground like a rune, and it has an area of effect to it. It's not a single enemy jobber. So it would take some fairly moderate, at least, hacking in the creation kit, or at least in SSE edit, to get that to be a character targeted spell instead of a ground targeted spell, and maybe even to remove the area of effect on it. And I just don't want to do that. I want this build to be reproducible as possible anyway on consoles. So that's not like really an option that console folks have, and I don't want hacking the game to be a prerequisite for reproducing this build, right? And I just don't have it in me to post it to post it on the Nexus. And I don't want to change mods mid playthrough, and I'm already kind of knee deep in this one, or waist deep at this point. Destruction is the most valuable one I have for the body slot. I need the Sky UI patch that has the slot list for armors. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. I'm not even familiar with that. Not even aware of it. Slot list for armors. So like a new column. Balls deep, yes. There was an escort quest in WoW. It was a chicken, and it was way painful and slow, not to mention the crocodiles on the side of the route. I think I remember that. I haven't played WoW since launch, when I was in college. But that does sound vaguely familiar to me. Do I have any more body pieces? No, I do not. I remember the first time 3 Draugrs showed up instead of the one I wanted. Ugly surprise. Oh, with the pull through shadows? Yeah. Or giants. It happened to me with giants. That's when I realized that it was not working how I had imagined it. I think I did weapons on this one, right? No paralyze, so absorb health it is. Yes, a new column as part of Lexi's audit team. This one has a plugin that does that. Trouble is, this one is not sure of the 1200 mods. That's the trouble, right? With these huge mod lists, it's like, okay, what is the thing that's adding this? What is doing this? May as well enchant one of our pickaxes and sell it. Got 2 of them. Don't need them. Just get the hands and feet out of the way here. Fortify sneak is a big one. Oh, we can put light on these? Excellent. Weird that I can put the light on the Barbarian Hero gauntlets, but not on the leather gauntlets. Or the Dark Brigandine gauntlets. Oh well. Oh well. Almost there. Just a couple more. Okay, we need to get some crafting out of the way too, some potion crafting out of the way. I think I burned through a lot of them. Over at Dustman's Cairn. Keep the lesser ones for recharging our weapons as needed. Alright, what kind of potions are we in need of here? Regeneration is nice, but we need some direct healing. Fortify health, 33 points plus 41 restored. Not super powerful, but that's fine. Minor healing, we have some plentiful. I think we're good on healing potions. What mod is this house? This is Ryek's End. This is like my all-time favorite player home mod. It has all the amenities. It's not super saturated with like plaques and mannequins and everything. It does have a little trophy room down here just for like unique quest items and stuff like that. You got your display for the different amulets, all the different weapons like Dawnbreaker, all the different claws, the black books and everything. It's very space efficient. You even have some like planting. Oh, I should take care of those too while I'm at it. You have some planting mounds over here. And it's not like a traditional house that has like a big impact on the overworld on the horizon. So you really don't have to like redo Dindalot or anything for this thing. It's just kind of a little cave next to the river. Between Whiterun and Riverwood. This is the entrance right here. It's more of a hideout than it is a house, but it has all the amenities you need. So yeah, right between Riverwood and Whiterun. Very convenient, pretty much dead center of the map. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Pretty awesome, huh? All right, what other... I think I'm good with Magicka. Could use some more paralysis poisons. I think we're good with the 5 for now. Might have to come back later. Good with destruction, I think. Light armor. I think we need some block. Fortify. Oh no, we do have fortify block already. Good, good. Fortify light armor. We're good on. One-handed. We could use some more one-handed. Resists, we didn't use much of, so we should be good there. Regenerate stamina, could have made better use of that. So yeah, we just need to do some block. Put on our crafting gear. And then for block, I think tundra cotton and lavender? Or no, that might be resist. I'll just take them all. Instead of having to filter through all those. Okay, fortify block. Tundra cotton was indeed one of them. Lavender was not one. Bleeding crown is. Oh, this one does resist magic and blocking. That's nice. Why not? Eye of Troll is going to give us more magnitude. No, it's not. Interesting. Most of the Hunterborn ingredients, Eye of Troll included, will give you amplified effects on your potions that you create from them. Seems that Eye of Troll, for blocking at least, is not one of them. Oh well, we'll just do the Bleeding Crown. We have more of those. Do 15 potions of Fortify Block, and I did want to get the Moneymaker going too. That is Dragon's Tongue. Fly Amanita. These are the ingredients that I had planted in my pots over there. And Mora Tapanella. This gives you a highly valuable... this potion actually isn't as useless as a lot of the money makers as well, because it doesn't have mixed poisons with beneficial effects. This one gives you fire damage reduction, so fire resistance. You get strengthened illusion spells, strengthened two-handed damage, and buffed up stamina regeneration. So if you're running a build that is a two-hander that does a lot of power attacks, uses illusion, and fights a lot of dragons, this is your potion. But it levels up alchemy insanely fast, and they're extremely valuable, which means you can sell them at a very high profit. And these ingredients are all commonly available. You can find them just around. So yeah, plant those and you'll have a never-ending supply of money and alchemical training. All right, this is the Pathfinder stuff. Pathfinder hood, Pathfinder gauntlets. We're good there. I think I also had the Galder amulet. Want to make sure I get everything back on that I had. The Warlock's ring. Blacksmith's apron can go away. Gold necklace goes away. Okay. Now, just mash that button. Get these all stored back in there again. So yeah, we're gonna head back up to Whiterun. We're gonna sell all our stuff off as much as possible anyway, and then we're gonna do the In My Time of Need quest because I really want to get that chest piece from the Alikir. That's gonna give us our endgame look, our endgame body piece anyway. Okay. Are we doing encumbrance? We can still move. That's good. It's always my favorite, she says sarcastically. 500 items to put away all the ingredients. Yes, indeed. Oh, click 500 times to put away all the ingredients. Yes, indeed. Be nice if there was a hotkey or something for that, right? Do I have a water skin to fill up? I do indeed. Convenient water source right outside the front door. Gotta love it. Okay, let's see if our favorite furry friends are back at the stables. Probably have moved back onto Markarth. So the Khajiit caravan goes from Whiterun to Markarth. There's another caravan that goes between Solitude and Windhelm, which is kind of shady, right? And then the third one goes between Dawnstar and the Rift, if I remember correctly. And with the anniversary edition, they have some highly valuable items that I always look for. Specifically the alchemical ones. But also things like Madness Ore and Amber. If you want some of that powerful stuff that's added in through the Creation Club content. The Madness weapons and then the Saints and Seducers stuff. I believe needs Madness Ore and Amber. Okay, what are we doing here? Yes, we need to sell off all this enchanted gear. Maybe get some training done at Jorvaskr.
How's it going? Take a look.
And we'll go find... What's her name? Sadia. Oh wow, Adrienne had a lot of gold. I think it's because I commissioned her to make my Pathfinder set. Excellent. 65 gold. What can I sell her for under 65 gold? Not much. Yeah, it's just a little bit too big of a difference to be able to swallow it.
Let me know if you see anything.
So Diablo 4 early access starts in less than a week. I think Thursday.
Hello, friend. In the market.
Anybody else looking forward to that?
Sure.
I'm very excited
I've got
for
just
it.
What you need.
There have been so many like disappointing releases this year for PC ports. But Diablo 4 is not going to be one of them. I actually played the server test a few weeks ago, and it was rock solid. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. So I am very much looking forward to that. I'm going to be playing a rogue. A ranged rogue, which is apparently underpowered, but I don't care. I want to have fun.
Just about everybody in here. Welcome to War Maidens. Now, the finest weapons and armor.
$27.
Good doing business with you.
Thanks, Ollie. Ollie Ulfberth. 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 Okay, may as well stop off at Arcadia's place here. Buy up all of her ingredients and sell off some of those regenerate stamina potions.
Potions and alchemy reagents.
At least a couple of them.
Good to see you. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Guess no Diablo fans in the chat, huh? That's okay. It's not for everybody. This is a Skyrim-centric channel. A lot of us do like to dabble in other games, I suppose. Just one that I'm looking forward to. Let's see, 915, so that is like, what, less than 20 gold difference? Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
I can swallow, you know, the 18 gold difference if they're those potions. It just takes so little to actually mix them up. I play Torchlight, which was developed by the team who created the OG Diablo. Yeah, I know about Torchlight. That one's been around forever, too. Not as long as the original Diablo 1, but that thing's been around for a very long time. It's hard, too, with those live service games, right? Which is what Diablo 4 is kind of transitioning to, is more of a live service thing.
Gods be praised.
Which I don't really have a problem with in this case because there's a lot of just single player content. Like the campaign is going to be huge, and then just unlocking stuff. I'm going to be playing it mostly like how I played Diablo 3. But it is hard to maintain live service games, like multiple live service games. You kind of just got to pick your one and stick with it because they change so fast, they expand so rapidly, and even free-to-play games, it's hard to play more than one. Oh god, it's not a live service games. Yes. I know, we're all very conditioned against them, but Diablo 4 is not bad. The campaign is strong. It's like the live service aspect of it is just the seasons, where if you're not into that kind of thing, you just focus on the single player content and get your money's worth. That's how Diablo 3 was anyway.
Divine smile on you, friend. So, you wish to master the
great game, sucky service. I don't remember what it was I played that was set up that way and you could never stay connected. Great game, sucky service. Yeah, that's kind of the rub, right? That if they can't execute, there's like no point. I played the server test a few weeks ago for Diablo 4 and everything seemed great service-wise. I got like a couple of very minor hitches where I was pushing a button and nothing was happening, but it lasts like maybe a second, if even that long. And And there were absolutely no queues to speak of. I'm kind of a little bit concerned that when it launches, the servers are going to get slammed more than the server slam, is what they called their server test. And if that's the case, it might... Ooh, created potions. Don't want to sell that. I gotta go put that back at RyXN before I forget. Yeah, kind of concerned that I might be waiting in queues for a long time, waiting to get into the game, which is my major concern, is that I won't be able to actually play the game because I won't be able to get in because the queues are too insane. But hopefully they have that figured out.
It's been good talking to you.
I hope. Maybe that's copium. This one has checked Lexi's audit mod list. The mod that adds the armor slot is Dear Diary, specifically dark mode. Interesting. So does that work alongside Sky UI? I think it does. I haven't added Dear Diary because it just doesn't give me anything like functional. It's just kind of just a minor facelift, I guess, for Sky UI. Yeah, okay. Great. I have to look into it. Any more usability in the menus would be great. What am I doing here? Okay, now I need to go to the general vendors, which is Elithor, Belithor. How's my encumbrance looking? A lot better. Could be better. Could be worse. Dear Diary is just visuals. Yeah, I thought so. But if it's adding expanded armor columns to Sky UI, that's useful. That's not just visual, right? That's
Welcome.
That's actually something that could
think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
improve the gameplay experience,
Got something
right?
to say? Take a look.
And to be honest, I wasn't sure I actually liked the aesthetic of Dear Diary. I kind of like the minimalistic approach of Sky UI and just the regular visuals of the menus. It adds a lot more columns depending on your needs. Okay, so it's customizable. That's another plus.
All right then.
Elithor and Belithor. Wonder if they're brothers or even twins. They sound a lot alike.
Welcome to Belithor's General Goods. Welcome in. Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything.
Customizable.
If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a... Take a look.
That's good. Okay, anything else to sell? Got to keep those brown gloves. We'll sell off these potions that I made for the express purpose of selling.
Do come back.
Dark mode is minimalistic. Okay. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. I'll make a note. I'll make a note. In fact,
I'm not afraid of you, you know.
I'll make a note right now.
If you are my...
Shut up, Braith. Nobody wants to hear it. Sorry, I'm doing this off the displayed screen here. Dear Diary dark mode. Question mark, which means to look into it. Chat pop out. Boom shakalaka. Okay, so what's next here? Encumbrance still isn't great, but it's good enough. Let's find Sadia, get this thing kicked off. Now, story-wise, Hanzo here, at least in my story, not in Mortal Kombat lore. Scorpion's not a draft dodger in Mortal Kombat. But Hanzo is in this story. He kind of followed a fairly strong flow of young Redguards who didn't really agree with the war, the never-ending war in Hammerfell with the Thalmor. So he kind of moved out into Skyrim. He feels like Sadia is probably one of them as well. She claims to be a noble.
Need something?
Fleeing Hammerfell for the purposes of like the war and the relations with the Thalmor and whatever. So he kind of feels like kindred spirit with her.
Are you sure? Oh no. They found me? I need your help. Please, come with me. I need to speak to you privately. Quickly, come with me.
Yeah, he's one of those run. Let me get this. Get my sounds. I got to use my words right. Young Redguards who probably, since the Great War started, since Hammerfell never really succumbed or surrendered or had a treaty with the Thalmor, that the Great War is still alive and well in Hammerfell. So he probably has never known a land that hasn't been torn by war, right? So he's just looking to, he's sick of war. He doesn't want any part of it. He's going to move on. He's going to make his own life and forge his own way somewhere else where he can be completely disconnected from anything war related. Now, he happened to cross the border into Skyrim just as the Civil War was hitting a crescendo.
Then I need your help, and there isn't anyone else.
So that kind of sucks, but he's so far been able to avoid that war, at least, and do his own thing.
I am not the person that the people of
So
Whiterun
he's going
think
to
I
be...
am. My real name is Emo. I am a noble of House Suda in Hammerfell. The men who are looking for me,
convincible.
the Alikir.
He's going to be
They are
malleable
assassins
to
employed of the
Sadia a little
Alchemy
bit.
Dominion. They wish to exchange my blood for gold.
Doesn't help
I
that
need you to
she,
root
or
them
doesn't
out
hurt
and
that she's
drive
just
them away
completely
before
fine
they
as hell,
find me
right?
and drag me back
Look at
to
those blue
Hammerfell
eyes.
for an execution.
Gorgeous. How am I supposed to get rid of them?
They're mercenaries, only in it for the money. They're led by a man named Kamatu.
Did you know
Get rid of
blue
him
eyes are
and the
actually
rest
a
will
genetic
stay.
mutation?
I don't dare show my face, lest they recognize me. So
It's a
you'll
very
have to
common
find out
genetic
where they are.
mutation, but many people find blue eyes very attractive, but it is a mutation, which is funny because usually mutations of certain kinds, are especially visible ones, are seen as not desirable, but that's all just part of evolution, right? The mutations that are desirable are the ones that are propagated forward.
Please. I know I'm asking you to do something difficult, maybe even dangerous. I just don't know who else I can trust.
Why haven't you gone to the guards for help? Yeah.
You think I'd be in hiding if this was something I trusted town guards
please.
to handle? These
It's
men
not
are
Skyrim's fault,
ruthless,
but whatever.
Cunning, deceitful. They'll pay off whoever they can. I can't trust anyone here in Whiterun. Guards and Jarls can be bought. And the Alikir are
So
close.
either she
I'm
is
running
just
out of
very
time,
mistrusting.
So I'm choosing to trust you.
Nah, give me those dark brown doe eyes. Oh, you're a brown eye guy, huh? I like the blue eyes. Why are the Alikir after you? Okay.
Find me the moment the Alikir are taken care of.
She's very distrustful, and maybe it's because she has something to hide, or maybe it's just because that's how she's been forced to live. We shall see. Yeah, I just, on a personal level, I have a very hard time trusting Sadia. There's so much of her story doesn't add up, and you know, the Alikir, a lot of their story doesn't add up either, but I feel like the Sadia's story is a little more overtly obvious, the shortcomings of it. All right, let's go find this captured Alikir. All right. Hopefully I can catch him on his way up. Sometimes he stops short. Okay, good. I need to find Kamatu. Where is he hiding?
You have a death wish then? If you know that name.
Oh, look at the schnoz on that guy. Poor guy.
But it seems we both have
Talking
plans,
about
right?
mutations.
Perhaps we can help each other out. I have dishonored my brothers by being captured, and so they have left me
He looks
here.
like a proud
My
eagle
life
in the
with
worst way
Alikir is
possible.
over now, but I have no wish to die in this god's forsaken land. If I can be released from prison, I may start over. See to that, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Okay. How much to pay your fine?
100 gold will secure my release.
I don't know. Seems a little steep
You
to
can
me.
afford that, can't you? I suppose you
Yes,
better
I can
hope
afford
you
it.
can. If you want the information, get the money into the hands of one of these guards, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Why did they leave you
Because
here?
I was clumsy enough to be captured. Kamatu always says, we're supposed to be the best of the best. I wasn't. All right, then.
All right, guard.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim.
You don't say.
You know, fellow who
wrote that cookbook. Yeah. I want to play that prisoners.
Done.
Hey, that prisoner's fine.
Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it.
Will do. Hey, buddy. Today's your lucky day. All right. Fines have been paid.
You buy my way out of here, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Now make with the info.
Very well. Kamatu is west of Whiterun.
I'll
It's an unassuming little cave called
Hey, Cairn, I'll tell you where
Swindler's Den.
Kamado is for 50
You
gold.
realize if you set foot in there,
Yeah, it sounds like
you're
a good
never
deal.
coming back out. They'll kill you, but that's your problem, not mine. Guard, my fine's been paid. Now set me free.
I wonder if you can just go kill Kamatu without having to go through all this rigmarole. Like, when does he actually spawn? Is it when it hits this quest stage, or is it the one before? I don't know. It'd be nice if you could just skip through all this stuff, right? All right, Swindler's Den, I believe, is where we're heading, yeah? I think Broken Fang Cave. The closest. All right, let's just make sure that we have everything we need for the quick menu ready to go. Paralysis is good. All the other potions or poisons are good. Probably not going to need a whole lot of resistances, maybe a few. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out light armor. Oh, I was going to make more one-handed potions. Whatever. We'll be fine without. Regenerate stamina, I do want. Restore stamina, I definitely need. I think that should just about do it. Oh, and fortify block, of course. I believe once you have talked to the Red Guard asking about Sadia and visited the guy in jail, you can go... Okay, so you do have to visit the guy in jail first anyway. All right, I'm going to throw down a hard save here, and then I'm going to take a quick break. I need to get a little snack. I'm hungry. So I will be back probably in about 5 minutes, probably less. All right, you guys behave yourselves while I'm gone. Looking at you. Gray Sky. Don't even think about it. Magus. Tom. All right. Be good. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Did everybody behave? Didn't say me. Well, okay, so there's a reason for that, GG. I don't think I've witnessed you do anything wrong, right? Gray Sky is usually pretty well behaved, but every once in a while he's got like a wild hair up his ass, right? He can he can cause trouble. He's got the capacity. Tom, I called him out because he's a Khajiit, and Khajiit obviously they can't be trusted. They're always looking for trouble, right? And then Magus is obviously evil in many ways. There's just no way around it. The guy's evil. Missed something good, I see. Oh no, I just I called out a few specific people to behave while I was gone. Didn't miss anything. I'm a bad man, yes indeed, with a bad man with a pink hand. Go retrieve a delivery. This one is never here, indeed. Okay. So that's why I didn't call you out. You've been good. Maybe cause some trouble and I'll call you out next time. How about that? Not too much trouble though. we're pretty mild-mannered over here. Even Magus being evil, he's pretty low-key most of the time. Ooh, we got a speech, huh? I don't know. Hanzo's fairly spiritual. He's not gonna be taking stuff from shrines. Let's switch to the sword just in case we encounter a saber cat or something. We're gonna need to be able to make a quick block and transition to close quarters combat very quickly. Chat, ate your words again? Oh, I didn't tell Caladran to behave. Sometimes she likes to make have a snack, and those snacks usually involve living people and necks.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
No saber cats, huh? Wow, it went down. That wasn't even a power attack. Necks, same brand. Necks. Oh, you summoning Kosh, are you? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe I'll grab the helmet. If I could, you bet. Okay, let's see.
I like these Alikir warriors hiding out here.
Oh, you don't?
Like trouble.
Okay, got me with an arrow. Ow, okay, that's starting to hurt a little bit. Oh, this is a marauder, that's why it's taking him so long to die already. Where the hell is he? Okay, I see him. Let's do some Phoenix Strike on him here. Oh, I missed. Damn it, I'll get better with that.
That's all you've got?
Okay, that didn't go too poorly. I missed with the Phoenix Strike, which I'm kind of bummed about. Like I said, that'll get better. With practice. Okay, I can use all that. Ouch. I still think it would be fun to have Kosh, Sonnet, and Vitus in the same place at the same time. It would be a bloodbath. Ew. Ew. It would be alongside, right? Yeah, totally. Vetus. I'm sorry. I'm always going for the, I don't know. Maybe it's the Roman pronunciation. Maybe that's incorrect. I always see Vitus for some reason. It is Vetus. Vetus, like a fetus. All right, let's try Phoenix Strike again here. Yeah, we got him on the archer this time. That's awesome. You can just bypass the meat shield and go right to the ranged guy. Oh, he got me. I threw the block. I can't believe that. Oh my goodness. That guy's tough, man. Spent too many years singing Latin choral pieces. Oh, okay. Rip indeed. Good thing this isn't permadeath, right? L. What's up, Mr. Nomad? Welcome, welcome. Ouch.
You're ready to die today.
Ooh. Oh, that was a dangerous proposition trying to block that power attack. Ooh, the injury saved me there, that's for sure. This is tough. This is really hard. Whose idea was it to put this on legendary, I wonder? And things looked so easy in the pre-recorded series, right? Didn't look like legendary difficulty at all. Cannot wait while enemies are nearby. Can I wait farther away? Hey, look at that. Nemesis isn't active either. No, I'm trying to just make more progress toward the full build guide on this. So the faster I can get to concept completion, the better off I'm going to be. And I really don't want to have to go pick up my gear and everything again. I feel like Shadow of Skyrim is better when you're focused on that as like the key piece of your gameplay, right?
Time to end this little game.
So for now, at least, I've okay, she's gone. Ooh, this guy's the tough ass though. Let's buff up one-handed, light armor, and block for this one. I think regenerating some health would be good too. Let's do that. Lunchtime for wind. I ripped Shadow of Skyrim out of my own personal setup. Too many conflicts and I don't feel like patching them all. Yeah, I need to look for patches too. I've seen a lot of bugs. Not a lot, maybe a couple, but for the most part it seems to work fine. But I should probably look for some patches for that thing, if it's even worth it.
Damn you! No.
I feel like since I'm making the move toward being build-centric on my channel, that maybe I don't need Shadow of Skyrim, but it's really easy just to disable in the MCM, right? So, I don't know, I really do enjoy playing it when I'm focused on it. And it fucks with Undeath? Okay. That's not good. That's a big piece of your game too, that Undeath mod. How hot is it in AZ right now? It's actually pretty nice this weekend. It was hot. It was pretty much in the right around 100 all week, but right now it's been nice in the nights and mornings. Right now it's only 90 degrees. Low humidity, so as long as you're not standing right out in the sun for an extended period of time, it's pretty beautiful out right now. Dong's out indeed. Naked red guards. And TCL doesn't work. Interesting. You get the missing backpack issue over and over, and all your shit is, yeah. I've had that. I didn't know that. I've had that once where it's like the backpack just isn't there, and I always figured it was me just not being able to find it.
Did you hear something?
But then like the debug tools that are meant for that are they don't work either. Basically the best way to mitigate that is just to disable. Anybody gonna follow me? Disable the mod and then it'll give you everything that was being held. And then you can re-enable it, but that is such a pain to have to do that every time.
Your belly like an
Are you dead? She's dead.
I'll rip your heart out.
I'll rip your fart out. Ooh, okay, that hurts. Resist frost, resist magic. Minor healing, yeah, we'll take some of that. We'll do some vegetable soup, and I'm gonna empty out this left hand so I can use my ward on it. Ah! Lost my sword. I don't have a level up, do I? No, I don't. Okay, we're injured. Let's go ahead and get some regeneration in there. Extreme healing? That sounds about right. Anyone else want some? I feel like I got through the brunt of it. Okay. Now the archer is going to be tough. Let's dodge roll past that first arrow and see if we can Phoenix strike him. He's still got us with one, but that's okay. Damn marauders. Okay. Getting ever closer to that 30 mark for 3 or more enemies. That is like the worst one, right? Who's with me? With Imperius, the unlockable power that you get, the goal for it for Redguard is win 30 battles with 3 or more people in them. It takes forever to do. It's ridiculous, especially compared to like some of the other goals that it gives you. Like for Bretons, you just have to find all the standing stones. For High Elves, you just have to catch a few butterflies. It's crazy. Honestly, I liked it first when trying it, but now I'll probably never add it back in. Yeah, it's been around for a while too. It should be maybe in a better state than it is. You would have expected that they would have like fixed things up by now. I don't know. I feel like it's still in active development. It's a cool idea. I'm still on the fence about it personally. I did not mean to take that potion. Only 77 here, but it's very humid, gross with high chance for bad thunderstorms later. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, there's clear skies over here. Not a cloud in the sky. It's great. 90% chance of in Knoxville. Okay. And yes, naked red guards. Got to fix that somehow. The LLO is hard to mess with on Xbox. Yeah, it's cumbersome, to say the least. The load order, still trying to figure it out. Red guards are given a raw deal in Imperius. Yes, indeed. I wish there was a tool I could use to input my mods on an Excel spreadsheet and it would sort them automatically. I could just rearrange it in that order. That would be cool. I wonder, I mean, if you have a PC, you wouldn't even have to really be able to run Skyrim as long as you can run MO2 and loot. just input the same mods that you have on that PC. You won't even have to run the game. Rearrange them with loot and just take that. You have just like a cheap laptop somewhere that can hold everything. You would obviously have to have a copy of the game on Steam or whatever. I don't know. Sounds like a big pain in the butt just to get a load order. That would be a useful tool though, right? Just give it a list of mods. That could even just be like a web front end or something. Just give it like a line separated list of mods and have it sort it for you for Xbox users.
Alikir, hold! You've proven your strength, warrior. Let's avoid any more bloodshed. I think you and I have some things to talk about.
I have not proven my strength enough. Okay, we're gonna try to funnel him through down these stairs here. Oh. By being preemptive with that strike, I was able to avoid a situation where I'm surrounded by Alikir enemies in a tight quarters, right? And I was able to start the battle on my terms. Where are you guys going? Oh, I'm stuck. Okay. Out of that.
This ends now.
All right, Kamatu, come get me.
Show me what you've got.
Okay. Maybe you're just gonna stand there. Funny how all these highly trained Alikir warriors are somehow weaker than the bandit marauders that I fought to get here.
We are routed. Fall back.
Just did not want to attack. Okay. Well, there's another one. 5 battles left. It's not the heavy armor I'm looking for, it's the light armor. Yeah, it's this one right here. That's what I need for Scorpion's end game gear anyway. Can take the other light stuff, enchant it and sell it for sure. That went better than expected, actually. The fight with all the Alikir. Anybody over here bite it? Are you siding with Sadia? I am indeed. Hanzo has a bad association with the Alikir and just the authorities in general in Hammerfell. He's not really a criminal, but he's never known a time in his life where they weren't at war with the Thalmor, and he just got kind of sick of having a war-torn country all the time. And he kind of holds leadership to blame for that. So he's very mistrustful of any of the authorities from Hammerfell, and felt kind of like a kinship with Sadia because of that. Personally, I think Sadie is full of crap. I think the Alikir are the ones in the right. That's just my feelings on the matter. That's where all the signs point, in my opinion. So I usually side with Kamatu and the Alikir when I play this on my own, but with the perspective of this character, yeah, he sided with Sadia. Why do you personally believe? Who do you? Oh yeah, yeah. Answer your question. Yeah, preemptively. I was psychic. I always go with Kamatu because Red Guards hate elves and they are currently at war with the Thalmor, and Sadia is the traitor. Yeah, there's just some things that don't add up in Sadia's story. And I'm having trouble remembering exactly what, but there was something very specific that that didn't add up. There's usually a saber cat or something around here. I'm not seeing them now. I think the fact that they take Sadia in alive instead of just killing them or killing her is a big thing. They want to bring her to justice. They don't want to just snuff her out. And I feel like if it were the Thalmor that put a hit on her, she would be dead. Don't allow yourself to be fooled by a pretty face. Yeah. I mean, it is a pretty face, right? She's probably one of the most attractive characters in the game, even in vanilla. In which every NPC was beaten with the ugly stick. Too bad you can't marry Sadia because she is hot, indeed. I know, right? Yeah, you can with mods. I believe, like, if you, with most follower frameworks, you can recruit her as a follower and then mark her as marryable. Probably how I would go about doing it, if it were a big deal to me. Which it might be at some point.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and
in fact, maybe even for Scorpion's story. There's going to be a point after the companions where he's going to want to settle down with a wife and some kids over at Lakeview Manor. Maybe that'll be with Sadia. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, looking for Sadia. Speaking of Sadia, I always want to slap her when you order food from her at the end and she goes, no more questions. It's like, you work here. I know, right? Employee of the year over here.
Any news of the Alikir? At last, I can rest safely. You have done me a great service, warrior. I cannot thank you enough. Take this reward. I managed to sneak some of my wealth out of Hammerfell when I left. It's the least I can do. For now, I will maintain my ruse here. You are always welcome in the Bannered Mare.
Do you like your mod setup with... Yeah, it's... I would call it almost Nulvis because I stopped at the city and town overhauls because, you know, just FPS reasons and...
Depends. Are you thirsty?
They don't really add anything to building character concepts. And there's just patching all over the place, so... I didn't install most of the overhauls, but like the vegetation and things that just added like more trees and stuff to Whiterun, yeah, absolutely put those in because it doesn't really cost me much in terms of patching or FPS.
It's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure. Put your fine ass. All right, so what's next here? Shall we go save whoever that jabroni was with the oh yeah, Sinric over in Gloomreach. Rebels Cairn. Where the hell is Gloomreach? Over in the Reach. Fancy that. Okay. Oh, you know what? We may as well head over to Divine Elegance and get the last piece of our Scorpion gear. Well, not the last piece. I still need the mask from the Black Sacrament armor, which we're gonna have to go do at some point too, and that stuff's hard. That stuff's really tough. Divine Elegance. Yeah, let's head there first, and then from there we can find a way up into the mountains. Let's go do it. I just go with JK's Skyrim because it's very minimal compared with Divine Cities Overhauled. Yeah, and other ones too. Like the Great Cities mods tend to be like very broad. They touch a lot of things. The tentacles go deep. You move stuff around all over the place, and then you get incompatibilities with things like interesting NPCs or anything that adds like Helgen Reborn, things like that. Anything that adds something to the world space, you gotta be careful of. What was the piece of gear you got from the Red Guards? Trying to do 3 things at once. Oh, it was. I'll show you here in a second.
Good day.
It was the Alikir light armor. It's going to be this, the yellow cowl, the Shen Outcast gauntlets, and a pair of boots. I think it's like Radovid boots.
What do you need?
From Divine Elegance here.
Blades.
And I'll put them all up on a mannequin so you can see them.
Pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Something with an R. I think it was Radovid. From the Witcher series, of course. Man, I got 90 hours into The Witcher 3, and I thought I had hit the end of the game. There were like cutscenes playing the battle for Cairn. And then the game just kept going after that, and it was like no signs of being close at all. So I was like, I'm gonna have to uninstall this and come back later. I believe it was the Radovid black boots, or was it just Radovid boots? Guess it was the Radovid black boots. Oh no, just Radovid boots. Okay, those are the ones I want. There we go. Almost complete with the endgame gear here. All right. Could sell some stuff off here too, but you could have gotten the armor from the Alikir that harass a random red guard. Yeah, if I wanted to kill him. Hanzo does have a disdain for the Alikir, but I don't think it's strong enough that he would just want to kill him on sight. We got some funky God Ray stuff going on here. That just happens when you have such a heavily modded visual setup here. You get weird stuff like that from time to time. Looks nice though. Oh yeah, there's some more God Rays that are actually working well. More subtle than in the vanilla game, but at least they're still there. They look good. Going through the fog, volumetric lighting. Love it. Okay, now we should be able to get back to Gloomreach from here. How's my encumbrance doing? Not great. Not great at all. Hopefully we don't find anything too good here that would necessitate me to have to drop some things. Oh, Saber Cat. Use up some of the spider venom, I guess. There we go. Saber Cats are tough customers, but they are very weak to poison. Very weak to poison. So even if you have like a weak poison or whatever, use them up against the Saber Cats and you'll have a much easier time with them. Oh, now I hear wolves. Get some block training from these guys at least. Hey, buddy. Swing and a miss. Ooh, Pit Wolf. Man, I really want these pelts. Oh my god, small note. Here we go. Adril, you need to go out and find the missing pit wolves before the next tournament. We lost too many during the last fights, and we won't be able to train new ones in this time. Find them and bring them back to Crag's Lane at once. Okay, so... Yep, dog fighting rings are no good. Even wolf fighting rings are no good. Still animal abuse, even if they're wild. We're people. We can do better. Where will you find the yellow cowl for the completed ensemble? So that comes from... WACCF. Weapons, armor, and clutter. Clothing and clutter overhaul. Or fixes. I don't know. WAACF or WACCF.
It's...
Forsworn. So what that mod does is it does a lot of different things, but for clothing items that usually had a hood attached to them, it will separate that out into a separate piece. So there are these yellow robes, or even just the monk robes maybe have a yellow hood on them. And they separated that out, added them as their own piece. And you can find one at the Shrine of Talos, right outside the beginning area here in the vanilla start. So that Talos Shrine that's just right off the road over here. There is a few dead pilgrims that have yellow hoods on them that I just can take off and use as my own. We do have a level up for 40, so once we get to level 40, we're gonna have to start taking on random dragon attacks too. That is gonna be a fun challenge. Fun in quotation marks. Just wondered if that armor was... Oh no, it's part of the overhaul that I have running. It's probably one of Nordwar's replacers, like a faction replacer or something. So any Alikir, yeah. So you'll be able to find them on those Alikir too. I just didn't want to fight those out in the open. That is not my fight. Have fun with that, fellas. That was Thalmor and Stormcloaks going at it.
Time for you humans to learn your place.
Ooh. Had to get all racist about it, didn't you? All right, here we go. Gloomreach. Falmer. Gross. Okay. Take some of this fly amanita for some of that good fancy sauce. That good expensive sauce we mix up at the Alchemy station. What's been your favorite look playstyle to use? I know it's playstyle dependent on how you look. Playstyle wise, I like a hybrid class, but I also really like combat archery. If you can have a like a play style that revolves around archery and not sneak, that's like my favorite. Which is why I like this Nemesis. Not the mod, but the character concept that I've been doing every other week with Magus's Nemesis Armor. I'm really having a lot of fun playing that. It's probably the most fun I've had in Skyrim in a long time. Other than that, well, that's also a hybrid class too, because there's some magic involved, right? Other than that, I do like spell sword type play, where you have a little bit of actual combat, like melee combat with, you can do like the time blocking and everything. Actually, much of how Scorpion plays is my favorite too. I like the mobility, the trade-off between mobility and protection from light armor. I like blocking. I think the block tree, even in vanilla, is a lot of fun, but even better with the timed block mechanic from Wildcat and Ordinator. And then mixing in a little magic in creative ways there. So these days, I'm all about finding that nuanced, unique playstyle. Trying to expand playstyles in ways that maybe you haven't thought of before using... Oh, I got poisoned. Using like... Oh... spell mods, enchantments, things like that. Perk overhauls. Oh my god, I'm gonna be just going crazy chugging these potions here, using too many. Oh, I hate Charis. I hate him. Oh my god, where did that guy come from? He freaking flanked me. Get my butt kicked over here. And he poisoned me. Alright, screw it. I'm just using the level up here. Damn it. Alright, so that would be 36, 37, 38, 39. Charis are no joke sometimes. Yeah, they really aren't. Charis and Falmer, oh my. Indeed, I feel that. Part of the playstyle. Well, yeah, definitely part of the character concept is style, right? Which to me is why things like all good and, you know, visible favorited weapons and dual sheath redux and things were so important, just to be able to show your weapons on your character. Is part of the character. Maybe not part of the gameplay. I wouldn't go as far as that, but definitely is part of a part of completing your character concept in the way that you want. And I definitely will agree that it is more fun to play a character that looks the way you want than a character that plays the way you want but doesn't look the part. I will absolutely give you that. And that's just really hard to do with a vanilla game. And that's also why, you know, aesthetic mods are so important. It's all about that character concept, right? And getting it to look the way you want is oftentimes just as important as getting it to play the way you want. Cynric.
Like Nobody here now.
Cynric is the pickpocketing? No, that's Viper. Cynric might be the lockpicking. No, Cynric is nothing. Cynric is no trainer. He's just a guy.
Thank the divines. Let's move.
I think he is the jailbreak expert, right? Of the guild. He never really is used in that way, but there are several mentions of him. That's his forte, is getting people out of jail. Don't need that. That's too heavy for how valuable it is. The glass battle staff is much more valuable. Love visible favorited weapons mod. Yeah.
I've had enough of you.
Really? There you go.
Now.
Really want these pelts. May as well take the alchemical ingredients too. Still not over encumbered. That's good. Okay, I feel like there was an ore vein or two in here that I'm missing. Corundum. Ooh, that's good. Now I am encumbered. Okay. Ooh, lightning strike. Not for this character, but definitely for the Stormhawk character that I want to do. Maybe that'll be the next one I spin up. Wow, we're running heavy here, aren't we? Do I have any bones I can give up? No bones. Interesting. So we can give up the mercenary armor. There we go. Now we're lightened up. You got anything? All right, Cynric. Did you watch the Todd Howard interview a couple months ago with Lex Friedman? I did. I did indeed. Very insightful, actually. That was a great interview. It's fantastic. It's like they could almost include that on one of the like extras for like the big box set when Starfield comes out. That'd be a great extra to have, even though it's available for free on YouTube. Yeah. Don't really want to mess with my encumbrance too much by harvesting the ingredients out of that Charis. Okay, what's next here? Well, we gotta take Cynric back to Riften. Let's go ahead and do that. It's getting late, so I'm just gonna fast travel. Hope nobody minds. Can't wait to see a trailer or something for ES6. Something. I remember seeing the trailers for Oblivion and Skyrim and getting that rush of excitement. Hopefully it's the same with ES6. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see... I mean, Todd might answer some questions about it in interviews and stuff like that, but I don't think we're going to get any more teasers for Elder Scrolls 6 until we get into, like, the release window. I think they kind of learned their lesson on putting Starfield out too early. Man, Fallout 76 really jacked with everything for BGS and Todd, I think. It lost a lot of goodwill for them, as I think they knew it was going to. I think Todd was never a fan of Fallout 76. He never wanted to do it. But also it forced them to show their hand too early. Where is Cynric? Show their hand too early with Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield.
Make love like a saber cat, or crush your enemies to dust like a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this.
Where in the hell are you? Are you down there? All right, doofus, come here.
I'm ever so grateful. Please give my regard to the rest of the companions.
Yeah, they totally like jacked up their marketing schedule and everything because they had to make sure that people knew that they were still focused on single-player, non-live service content when they released Fallout 76. Because they knew as soon as 76 was released that everybody was going to be like, oh great, we lost BGS to the live service machine, right? This one's dead, guys. Let's move on to something else. So they had to make sure that everybody knew, yeah, we're working on Starfield, which is single player. We're going to be working on Elder Scrolls 6, which is single player. And all we got was that helicopter flyby shot of like that desert area, which I think is more obviously Hammerfell than anything else. I'm hoping for the whole Iliac Bay region, but yeah, I think it'll be probably a good 4 years at least before we see anything else on Elder Scrolls 6, unfortunately. I think around 2026. That sounds about right. Starfield looks good. I'm excited for that as well. And yeah, I agree with you, the whole 76 issue. Okay. What am I doing here? I'm definitely low on encumbrance. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna go back to Ryek's End. I'm gonna drop some stuff off as enchantment fodder. I'm going to put together, I'm gonna play dress up on my mannequin so you can see what the endgame gear is gonna look like. I've done previews on that before, right? Like in the Scorpion series, every introduction, you're gonna see him in his end gear. And I've showed him off with the mask and everything on the live stream before too, but I just want to make sure that I have the actual gear that we're going to use ready to go before I hit level 100 on smithing and enchanting, get our actual endgame gear going here. Looking kind of Scorpion-esque there, right? I think that looks pretty good for just a mashup of completely different pieces from completely different sets, right? And then, of course, you're going to have the katana. I might even put like some of the Ursine shoulder pads on there, at least look to see what they look like with the pauldrons on. But anything I put on the shoulders is going to clip with the cowl, and the yellow cowl is very important for this build, for this look. Yeah, I just need the mask on there now. And the different weapons, you'll have the whip on the right side and you'll have the katana on the left side, just like how he's got going on right now. Maybe different actual whips and katanas on there. But yeah, and we'll make sure that our eyes are white once we get killed by Quan Chi or Sild the Warlock. I'd prepare for around 2028-ish, but I agree, Todd said years prior to 76 he had no interest in doing a multiplayer game. Yeah, that's kind of sad, right? I know there are people who really like 76, but not nearly as many people who are fans of the single player stuff. Like, not nearly at all. They really threw the baby out with the bathwater on that. It's just chasing that live service stuff that was never really going to pan out. I think they said that 76 was doing, quote, very well. And I can see how they're probably turning a good profit, but revenue-wise, they probably aren't moving the needle much. And the damage that it did to their goodwill and their name with their fans was just really, really bad. They should have never done it. They should have never done it. But now they do have multiplayer in their creation engine, which, you know, for better or worse, could have some interesting ramifications later on down the line. Not too interested in that myself, but better than running like a flaky mod like Skyrim Together, which a lot of people really love, but having official support from the developer studio itself, like first party, would make that even better. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. James Ansel, welcome, welcome. Hello again to you. How you feeling after your booster? My boss actually had to get his COVID booster as well. I think that was his 5th shot. He's in the high risk category, and that took him out. He was very, very drowsy after that. Like every one of those shots hit him. What should we do yet? If we're chasing endgame gear here, I need to get the Black Sacrament stuff. Just wondering what is this? Is Ryek's End, yes. And I don't know if you can find this on console or whatever, but it has been on the Nexus for a very long time. It's just basically a little hideout, but on the inside you get all kinds of good amenities and stuff. Everything you need in a player home. I'd imagine it played a part in selling off to Microsoft, saying you've got a live service games like Redfall 2, made them look like more valuable property. Yes, that makes a lot of sense, but I'm not actually sure what came first, the Microsoft trying to sell themselves on Microsoft, or if they just wanted a live service thing. We know that Bethesda, ZeniMax, the studio, not the studio, the production company, was very egregious with its monetization policies for a long time, and they were hurting financially. So I'm wondering if they're gonna. I was wondering if they were just gonna make their flagship studio try to transition to live service games, and they thought that that was like the silver bullet that was gonna save the company, much like EA did with BioWare. and Anthem. It was pretty much exactly the same story, right? Let's make this. Oh, it is available on console. Let's make our best flagship studio that specializes in these single-player epic experiences, and we'll make them do a live service for us, because that's the best of both worlds, right? Turns out single-player studios aren't very good at making live service games, and people actually don't like live service games because they usually pick their one live service game, which could be, you know, WoW or Destiny or Warframe or something like that. And that's what they're going to put their time and their money and their effort into.
Come to me with questions.
It's not because they like live service games. It's because they like that one live service game. So, no, stop trying to do the live service thing unless you're really going to.
So I hear. You brought honor to the companions.
Like, do something completely innovative and completely new that people are gonna have to do, or something that's just that good that everybody wants to go play it. Then you're never gonna get your investment back. Crazy. I will try. And with Vax, I only once had bad effect, but Johnson & Johnson version seems to have a lot more like that. Oh, okay. Is that what you did? The Johnson & Johnson one? I don't remember exactly. It wasn't the Johnson & Johnson one. It was, I don't remember which one it was, but it didn't, I was sleepy the very first one. And then I had like 0 side effects after that.
Skjor was looking for you before. Talk to him before doing anything else.
Bum. So, yeah, if you had no side effects, I hope, that it stays that way, and if you did have no side effects, then congrats, I'm happy for you.
Ah, there you are. Yes, I have something a little different planned this time, but it's not for
now. The
everyone
werewolf
to hear.
stuff is
Meet me in the Underforge tonight. We will speak
kind of
more.
unfortunate because you don't get a well-rested bonus, and what I'm trying to do right now is mainly trying to flesh out the one-handed and block skills. Oh, speaking of which, I have a lot of gold here that I can spend. Do I want to do block or do I want to do one-handed? Let's find Nyada. We'll do block. I feel like block levels up slowly, more slowly than one-handed. Well, you also have to imagine announcing too soon all those games in 2018, Starfield and ES6, was as much for the fans as it was for the buyers, I would say. Then a couple of years later, Microsoft... That does make sense. That does track, I would say. Then a couple of years later, Microsoft... Yeah, I just wonder if that negotiation process hadn't already started by then. Maybe. And Microsoft doesn't seem... They're more about exclusives that they can sell on... Game Pass, whatever they can do to sell game. Wow, what is Nyada doing over here, huh? I've never seen you back here before. You gonna make your move on Codlack? I know he's kind of a daddy, isn't he? Silver Fox a little bit. You're not impressed? Not impressed with my trash talking. Okay,
I'm still
that's
trying
fine.
to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place. I can. It might save your life.
There we go, got all 5 in block. Excellent, excellent. And I can level up and take some more, but I'm kind of low on money at this point. We do have some perks we can take, though. Oh, we don't have a level up, but we do have 3 perks. Okay. How am I going to use these? All right, so let's think long term here a little bit. We're doing a lot of spell sword type stuff, but with light armor instead of heavy armor. So I feel like Spell Dancer would be really good. So War Dancer is great. It says your agility enables you to strike more effectively, granting 20% more attack damage and critical damage if wearing all light armor. This effect is lost for 6 seconds whenever you get struck by an unblocked attack or hostile spell in combat. So as long as I can manage to avoid unblocked attacks, I'm going to be getting 20% more damage and critical damage, which is great. Another thing, I need keen senses. May as well just take this now. We're going to need that for the yellow cowl in order to get all this stuff anyway. Spell Dancer extends War Dancer to elemental spells, so including fire spells. Get an extra 20% damage with that stuff. Hell yeah. We'll take that. I do want to see what Glancing Blows does. Take 30% less damage from blocked attacks while War Dancer is active. This would be good for non-timed block attacks if I just need a hold block. When you lose the War Dancer effect due to an unblocked attack, it also deals 30% less damage. That's great too for survivability, which has been an issue. Has been a little bit of an issue. Overall, I think I've done well. Just anything that isn't completely decked out with a full armor cap and then like all of the fortify health effects you can get is going to be a little squishy on legendary difficulty just because NPCs do so much more damage. Attacks with maces reduce armor rating of armored enemies by 75 points for 15 seconds. I don't think we really need any more than that. Power attacks with a mace deliver a critical strike that deals 6 times critical damage, 8 times against the undead. This is what I was looking at. So this is power, this isn't armor reduction. This is just a straight up power attack. You can do that once every 30 seconds, which is great. I might take that. But we're not going to be fighting undead for a while yet, I think. At least not until we get to Ysgrimor's tomb. 50% decreased damage with a power attack with the katanas. Oof. I guess I ate that pudding too fast. This is another good one that I would like to take to Dominion. 25% less attack damage from any direction when blocking in combat. I just don't know where to spend this last point. Johnson & Johnson wouldn't be allowed in UK because of them saying single uses. Okay. Ryuk N has standalone, but the SSE expanded, which is best. I don't really know what the difference is between the standalone and the SSE expanded. Somebody was saying that they didn't have the same amenities as I did in their Ryuk's N, so I would probably go with the SSE expanded. I know that Ryuk, the guy who wrote the mod author, expanded them not too long ago. The original was a little more sparse. So I'd go with probably the expanded one. But I don't know. I don't mod on console. Sorry. Okay, maybe enchanting. Get that end game gear. Regalia would be good, especially for the hood. Circlets and necklaces. And I'm going to need that for twin enchantments anyway. All right, I'll probably just bank this one. Okay, we're getting there. How are we doing with skill levels here too? Enchanting still has a way to go, but that levels up quickly once you start focusing on it, right? Especially if you start investing into Grand Soul Gems and just spending the time to enchant whatever you can. 75 for alteration. That's going to level up pretty organically in the background, I think. Not going to have to focus on that too much, I don't think. Only 56 for destruction. Now, once Hanzo becomes Scorpion, that's when I'm going to be focusing on leveling the magical skills, and I think destruction will get a huge boost from that. What else do we have? Light armor. We took Spell Dancer. I don't think I really need anything else from this. Maybe Lightning Strike. Your critical strike deals 75% more critical damage for 10 seconds after entering combat while wearing all light armor. 75% more critical damage would be great. Wasn't there something that made like everything within a certain time period of entering battle? Made everything a critical strike? I thought there was something that like made everything a critical strike. Maybe that was in the unarmed tree. Maybe not. Into the maelstrom? No. Don't remember what I'm thinking of. Expanded was more updated, was version 8. Okay. Alright, we don't have a whole lot of perks left. If I'm going to do a soft cap at level 50, I'm going to need to be more judicious about where I'm spending these perks. That will make the Dragonborn DLC much more valuable to complete that, and killing Mirak, because that last Book of Power allows you to spend a Dragon Soul to completely re-spec your perks. Alright, well, it's just right at the end of my window here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I think I'm going to call it quits right now. But I do look forward to seeing you next time, and it was a ton of fun hanging out with you guys, fleshing out this build concept a little bit more. Had a few subscribers during the live stream too, which is always nice to see. It was awesome. Thank you guys so much. Let's see, we'll do some shout outs for the content creators here. How about that, huh? Magus80 streams over on Twitch. His link is in the description below. If you like this, if you like hanging out with us, do give him a follow, because a lot of the usual suspects are going to be there. We're going to hang out there. So you'll see us around. Same with 57 Strudel. She has a fanfic that she's been writing for years and years now. The link is in the description below for that. Same with Caladran has a fanfic as well that is linked in the description too. If you like fantasy reading, can't do much better than that. Let's see, The Wind was on here earlier. She has a Twitch stream as well that's always a lot of fun. I think she streams Skyrim on Twitch Sunday and Wednesday, I want to say. And she does some variety streaming on other days, but I think Sunday and Wednesday are her Skyrim days. Is there anybody else I'm missing here? I think that's about it. All right, guys. Thanks so much. I will see you next week, okay? Probably do the Nemesis Arcane Archer next week, so I'm excited to get that guy. He's getting close. Just need to track down some shouts, track down some standing stones, and I think we'll be able to flesh out that build and have a build guide on him not too far from now. So yeah, look forward to that. This coming up Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a Druid Force of Nature guide instead of the Scorpion stuff. I think the Scorpion stuff we're going to relegate to live stream from now on, so I can focus on fleshing out the build concept and getting guide videos out instead of the Let's Play stuff. I think that's where I want to focus. So, yeah, I think that does it for announcements. Thank you guys. I'm going to go now. I'm going to eat. I need to go do some grocery shopping and take care of some yard work and stuff. Have a great weekend. I'll see you around. Take care. Bye, guys.